last couple weeks all together.
Team no sleep. Team no sleep.
And it's amazing to see as we look around the room here in the convention center. I'm seeing some familiar faces. There were some extremely passionate rally goers that came to many, many rallies. They've been to hundreds of rallies. We saw the man in the brick suit up in the front over there. He went to so many rallies. The passion that people have for President Trump and the MAGA movement is just on another level. It's to new heights. We've never seen anything like this in American politics, in our history, and quite frankly, I don't think we're ever going to see it quite like this ever again. But it is the beginning of America's golden age. This is a new era for our country, and I'm excited to see how the trajectory of American politics goes moving forward.
Yeah, so well stated. It's obviously the morning of November 6th now, and in a couple hours, the American media, the Morning Joes of the world, the Breonna Keelers and John Bermans of the world are going to wake up, if they're not already awake, and have to face their producers, their editors, and the cameras, and look the American people in the eye and either take responsibility for their dereliction of duty, their ridiculous bias, The View, Alyssa Farah, Sarah Matthews, all the other disgruntled my former co-workers that came out at the last moment because it was politically expedient and it sold more. Cassidy Hutchinson, who lied to get a book. John Kelly. You know, I want to bask in the moment and in the joy of the moment, but you also have to realize what we had to go through, what Donald Trump had to go through. And despite it all, he's claiming victory today. It's monumental. It's historic.
It really is. We see Vivek Ramaswamy in the House. We saw Tucker Carlson walking around out here. I know Mayor Giuliani is also in the House. Maybe not exactly this room. He was in another room at one point. Maybe he'll pop over to the main party. But this is truly amazing to witness. We want to thank each and every one of you who shared with friends and family your beliefs, and everyone who encouraged those who were not registered to vote. Hey, why don't you vote in this election for Donald J. Trump? Thank you to everybody who went out and stood out in the lines today. There may have been issues at the polling places, but you stood there and you made sure that your vote was cast and counted because you stood up for truth and righteousness and Donald J. Trump as your president. So we want to thank everybody for getting out the vote. Thank you for watching us. Thank you for being loyal to RSBN, sharing our broadcasts, following us on social media, retruthing, reposting on X, all the above. Thank you for every single person who contributed to this movement, because MAGA is for you. This movement, Make America Great Again, is for the people. So just know that you were a part of this.
Right. Every
single level, every volunteer, everybody involved in this movement, everyone that made a positive impact. This happened tonight, re-electing President Trump because of you.
Yeah.
And I want to thank you for that.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, Donald Trump is a big fan of RSBN. It's on the plane. The viewers love President Trump. He loves the viewers. His staff has been tremendous to RSBN. Tremendous opportunities. I mean, we're sitting center stage. It might not be obvious on the camera, but we are center stage right now. Absolutely incredible. And then you got to talk about, what does it look like in a couple weeks when a team is assembled, when their cabinet nominations floated around, Donald Trump is going to put together a team of rivals in a way, former people that went after him in the political arena, that he's come to know. You got to think Vivek Ramaswamy, Doug Bogram, the list goes on. And you really got to think about the Republican Party. We went through a primary process. I'm seeing my dear friend Margo Martin, so that means Donald Trump should be coming out very, very soon, because she documents Donald Trump's, a lot of his movements on the campaign trail come through Margo Martin. But you got to think about the Republican Party. We've lost with John McCain and Mitt Romney. We won with Donald Trump. We won again with Donald Trump. How can anyone in the Republican Party question the strength of Donald Trump and the MAGA movement? MAGA isn't going anywhere.
Nowhere.
And I think the choice of J.D. Vance solidified where President Trump was going. He could have went with the political choice, the safe choice, but he put his stake in the ground and said, my future is MAGA. And that's what he wants. And that's what J.D. Vance also represents.